Well, if you've been watching me on this channel and my other crafting channel, you know I am a sucker for collecting everything, and I collect all my jars. I want to see if I can make some lights that I can put real tea lights in for Christmas and light them up. Now, I've put these through the dishwasher already because I find that's the best way to clean them, but they may still have a little bit of dirt on them or grease somewhere. Before I go ahead and do anything with these, I'm going to make sure I've cleaned them up. Now, I'm going to do the pouring on the inside, and all I'm using here is a 99% alcohol to give this a white round on the inside and on the bottom, and that should remove any residue or grease or grime on there and enable what I want to do next to stick on it. I've got loads of these little jars. They have horseradish and mint sauce and things in them. So, and I eat quite a lot of that. But I didn't know if these ones might be too small to do what I'm going to do with them. So I thought, oh, well, I'll try one anyway. So they should be nice and clean now. So first thing I'm going to do is mix up my ResinCrete. Now, I want quite a thin layer of this over the glass. I'm not sure if it's going to work or not yet. So I'm going to mix up 50 grams of ResinCrete at a time and do each colour one at a time. I've got 50 grams, so for that I need 15 grams of water. And now, as always, I'm going to use my fork to mix this with because I want to make sure that it's all mixed in, and I do find that with a fork it mixes in so much easier and better. And I'm going to go from lighter colour to darker colour. So I'm going to put a bit of orange. Oh, look, I dropped the plastic thing in there. I'm going to put a bit of orange in this one. And these are the ResinCrete colours. There we are. I'm not going to mix it fully in. Oh, I am going to mix it fully in. So I'm going to mix that in so it's fully mixed in. And now I'm going to pour a little bit into this glass jar, like that. And then move it around so there's some gaps in it, some runs in it, and some different shapes in it. So there we go, like that. Allow that then to partially cover that bottom. And as I said, I only want a really thin layer on here. Put a little bit more in that one. Any I've got left over, I will pour in a mould. So next colour I'm going to be using is the red. And then I'll pop a little bit of that in there as well. And then move that about. Put a little bit more in this side. I want to try and leave some gaps in it. Twisting that around. I'm not leaving many, but I am also trying to give it quite a thin coat. So that's those three done. And now my last colour is going to be a light green. So now I've got the light green mixed up. I'm pouring that in exactly the same way, trying to get thin coat going on that. And I've put this in a little bit earlier, so it's mixing with that red a little bit. Maybe I should have waited a bit more, but we will see how it goes. I've been meaning to try this for such a long time. There we are. So that's all done. Let's pour the excess into this mould. Well, it couldn't work out any better, could it? And now, before I do anything else, what I'm going to do is take a baby wipe and just clean up these rims, going all the way around before it cures up completely, because that way it makes life so much easier. Because I don't want the rims of these to be covered. There's so many things you can make with ResinCrete. Because it's really pure product and it's lovely and white, you can add colours to it, you can do all sorts of things with it. I've got a whole playlist on my channel regarding ResinCrete, so check it out. So now those are full, what I'm going to do is leave those jars for an hour to cure up. I'll probably put them in my curing box, to be honest. Well, these are all cured now. They've been in my curing machine for about an hour, and they're still quite hot, actually, and they're all lovely and cured. I had a thought. I wonder if I can carve into this before I seal it. So I'm going to try that on one of them. To try and carve into this, I'm going to be using my clay tools. Now, this is quite a thin layer, so it should carve in quite easily. And it is carving in there really easily, look. I could do things like Christmas decorations. But for this one, I'm going to do some shapes, because I just wanted to test it. So as you can see, I've carved some shapes in it there. I'm going to go around, do some more, and then I'm going to show you how I'm going to seal it. Well, I finished all my carving in there. It didn't actually take very long at all, just a few seconds. And now what I'm going to do is seal it all. Now I'm going to use the gloss sealer for this. I'm going to pop it in there and then get one of the sponges that come with it for the first coat and then just go on it. Actually, I might rub it off like that. I think I would. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pour this in here and seal it like this rather than try and rub it off. Oh, I'm so messy. And that should give it a really good even coat as well. Seal the bottom. And I've sealed all the sides. And then any excess, I can just pour back into the next one. Now, if you want to make these waterproof, what you would need to do is seal them twice. And leave 24 hours in between each seal before you use them. So if they don't light up how I want them with candles, then perhaps I'll use them as little vases. And you can see where you've sealed quite easily. Any excess that I've got at the end, I'll just pour back into this and then pour back into the bottle. So I don't think that has worked. It might have worked a little bit more. No, it hasn't. Maybe I put it on there too thin. So what I'm going to do is clean these out. Well, I can't clean them out because I've sealed them in now. What I'm going to do is get some different jars and try it, but put it in a little bit thicker this time. Well, I haven't got any more jars of this size. I've either got really large ones, which will be too tall for tea lights, or I've got these shorter ones, and I've got some more of these. So I'm going to have a go with these. See how they go on. Now, I think these came with some cheese or pate in. I can't remember. A couple of Christmases ago. I've cleaned them all out, and now I'm going to mix up my ResinCrete. I'm also going to add a bit more pigment to it as well. See if I can get a darker colour. And then pour that in and put it on there a bit thicker. Well, these ones are cured now and they've come out really nice. Much brighter and much thicker in there. So I'm going to use the same method as I used before to seal these. I'm going to pour some in. Roll it around in there to make sure I cover every part. Because this really does seal it so well to this glass. I don't know whether they're going to light up with the tea lights in them. It might be too thick now, but we will see. And then any excess I will pop back in the bottle. Well, these are all dry now and they're lovely and glossy on the inside and very well protected. And what that is going to do is really help that adhere to the glass. My only concern is that you're not going to be able to see through these, but that might be okay. So I'm going to show you what the first three look like first, and you can see the difference certainly by me making it thicker and adding a lot more colour. So let's pop some tea lights in there. And if you haven't got these ones, you can use the battery operated ones as well. They last for a long, long time over Christmas. So let's turn the lights off. Oh, and they're glowing really well, and it is certainly showing through the ResinCrete that's on there. Although, the pattern isn't anything. They'd be great for Halloween, maybe. So let's try and see what these ones look like and see if this will shine through at all. I mean, I like the colour of them, and they're certainly putting out some light, but let's see if they actually glow once the lights go off. Oh, they do! They're glowing really, really pretty. The green, not so much. Maybe that was a little bit too dark, but certainly the taller one is lighting up really well. I think actually they are exceptionally pretty, and you can see the different colours coming through them where I've overlapped them and the patterns coming through. Definitely the taller glasses work well, and I've got quite a few of these ones left. So this is what I'm going to use to make the rest with. Certainly I'm not going to do it with the thin ones like I did with this, because that was too thin and didn't give enough colour. I really like these taller ones. I'm going to make quite a few of those and have them scattered around as some nice lighting, either in the garden over Christmas, if we're outside, which I doubt because it'd be too cold, but around the house. Oh, that's definitely worked. Much better than I thought it would as well. Well, I hope you've enjoyed that. ResinCrete is very versatile. There's loads you can do with it, as I've shown in a lot of videos. I'll link one after this that I think you'll love. It makes exceptionally good jewellery. I made that quite a while back. Be sure to check that out. Boot the like button, hit the subscribe button, but most of all, enjoy your resin. Take care. Bye.